Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will try to cover exponential and sine hyperbolic function generation using op-amp. Okay, so we will use a simple concept of operational amplifier for the generation of exponential and sine hyperbolic generation function. So in this one, we will use the simple non-inverting amplifier concept. So I am just making the circuit. Okay, V output, for example RF is the resistance R1 and this one is your V in. So we know V output by V in equals to minus RF by R1. So we will try to use this concept for the generation of exponential function and the sine hyperbolic function. So first we will go for the exponential function. Exponential function generation. So sometimes it is logarithmic amplifier. So I will prove how it will behave and how to derive it. Okay, so for this one I am just making the circuit. Okay, this one is the amplifier. Okay, so this one is the feedback resistance. So for the time being I am just saying this one is your RF, and if we put instead of resistance R1 a simple diode, okay, so it will give you the exponential function behavior. So how it will give, I will show you. It is very easy. Okay, so I am using different color. Okay, so for this thing, this one is nothing but simply a inverting amplifier. Okay, so what I am doing, so before that I also want to show some basic concept for the diode. Okay, if this one is diode, okay, so the diode current ID is somehow the saturation current into exp Vd by Vt minus 1. Okay, so this one is the basic. Okay, so now this potential is somehow zero potential. Okay, V in. So now this current ID in this one, this current we can say this ID is somehow some saturation current exp V in minus 0 by Vt. Okay, minus 1, or in general we can say by taking approximation it should be Is times exp V in by Vt. Yes or no? So after that, okay, I am just this one yellow line for the formula one. Okay, formula. Okay, and this ID equals to this one. Okay, now for the time being I am also saying this resistance is a RD. Okay, so we can write if there is some diode, okay, and I am saying this one is RD and the corresponding voltage is VD and corresponding current is ID. So we can say ID equals to VD by R, simple formula. Okay, we can write. So now what I am writing, ID can be Vd by R. So this Vd nothing but simply yours V in by R is your ID. Okay, means RD, you write this one, yeah. Okay, so RD value is V in by ID. Okay, so now this expression V output, simply we can write minus RF by, for the time being we can write RD into V in, simple non-inverting amplifier RD I am telling this resistance. Now this V in by RD, V in RD is nothing but simply your minus RF into ID. Okay, I am showing you how. Means this one is your ID. Okay, means V in by RD, this V in by ID, V in by RD is your ID. Okay, so RF by RD. So again, finally what we can write, this as a V output equals to minus RF into ID. So ID is somehow some saturation current, EXP V by VT. So this one is the general equation for the basic amplifier circuit. Okay, for the basic amplifier circuit, this one is the basic amplifier circuit. Yes or no? So we can say this one is the generation of an exponential function. Okay, using this diode. Sometimes you can use this diode here also, so logarithmic or exponential function will come. So is it okay? Okay, no doubt. Okay, so this should be minus RF IF EXP V in by VT. So this is all about your which function? This exponential function. Okay, now I am going to make the hyperbolic function. So sine hyperbolic function is slightly different from this one, but we have to use the same concept, but just we have to use two op-amp in two diodes. Okay, so now I am try to make this diagram first. Okay, okay, for this one what I exponential one is clear. So now I am first drawing the the other circuit. Okay, for the generation of, it is very simple. If in your GATE exam any question will come like this diode test, you can make. I am making the diagram, so please wait. Okay, this should be minus plus. Okay, and here only this diode will be different one, means reverse one. Now say this one is your one, and both are connected to one input, say V in, and this one so final output V output, and this one say R1 resistance, say D1 diode, R2 diode, R2 resistance, and D2. So this one is basically the circuit. So now we have to solve this circuit. Okay, to solve such circuit, what we have to think, this one we are giving two inputs. So two inputs, V in across the D1 transistor, or sorry, V in across the D1 diode and V in across the D2. So in such cases, we can again I am just making for more simplification purpose, I am just making like that. Okay, because I want step by step. Okay, V output, this one R1 D1, and this should be your V in Okay, now the another one, minus, plus, this should be grounded. The same circuit I am making, but in different fashion. Okay, V in. Okay, so what I did means, here there is one input voltage, means two voltage sources are there. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to find the overall output voltage. So in such cases what we have to do, this one is the multiple input single output, multiple input single output system is there, we can say, or circuit, or circuit, we can also say this one circuit. Okay, so in such cases we have to use the superposition principle. From superposition principle, very simple superposition principle, in which we have to take V in, suppose this one is nothing but simply V in 1 equals to V in. Okay, and this one we can, I am writing V in 2 equals to V in. So in the first case V in 1 equals to V in, and we have to take V in 2, that is we have to take it ground 0. In the second case we have to make V in 2 equals to V in, and V in 1 equals to 0. Okay, so is it clear? So this one is the concept for the superposition principle. Okay, very simple funda is there. Okay, so after that what I am doing, I am using what, okay, first I have to select some colorful pen. Then this one is the input voltage. So now you just think about for V in 1. Okay, or I am writing case 1. Okay, when V in 1 equals to V in, and V in 2 equals to 0 from the superposition principle. Okay, so in that case your modified circuit will be like, it is very easy. Okay, so V output R1, this one D1, and this should be V in. Okay, minus plus, this should be grounded, and this should be the other diode. Okay, R2, and this should be grounded. Is it okay? So now what I am doing, this one is a zero potential. Okay, so this should be followed by, so there should be zero voltage, so it should be almost zero voltage output. Yes or no? For simple concept, simple inverting only minus RF by R1, so it should be zero voltage. So it will just behave like the exponential amplifier. Now again I am redrawing this, the same thing. Okay, so somehow it will looks like R1, D1, and V in. So this one is nothing but simply your what, this one is an exponential amplifier, I already discussed. Okay, so we can directly use the, I am using the expression. Okay, so for this purpose we can directly write the, this one say V output due to diode D1. Okay, so V output D1 is nothing but simply minus Is R1 exponential V in by Vt. Is it okay? Very simple concept. Okay, here for this one again I am, because there may be some confusion, but again for this one, this should be 0 volt, so 0 volt here, 0 volt, so there should be 0 volt. Okay, clear now, because the voltage is 0, so the corresponding output voltage will be also 0. So this non-inverting of transistor, of op-amp 1 will be, non-inverting input will be 0, so again it will be output by V in. You can simply write like that. Okay, now so this one is the output voltage. Okay, V output due to D1. So one more thing. Okay, so the actually our aim is to find the V output due to diode D1 plus V output due to diode D2, the what we can say, the superposition principle. Okay, this one is the superposition principle. Okay, so now for the next one, for case 2, now we will do. For example, now for case 2, when V in 2 equals to V in, okay, and V in 1 equals to 0. Okay, so in this case again we have to make the circuit first. So the circuit will, it should be minus plus, and there should be this diode D1, and this should be grounded. Okay, and this should be resistance V output R1 D1. Now for this one, what I am doing, same circuit we are making, minus plus, this should be grounded, and there should be some resistance, say R2, but this one voltage is now V in. There V into is your V in. Okay, so is it okay? This diagram is like that, or this diagram is like that. Okay, so now here you just try to think, in this one there should be some voltage. Okay, there should be some voltage, say V1. Okay, so this voltage if we find, then we can use this one is a non-inverting amplifier 1 plus R1 by RF sub, say due to this RD1. So we have to find this voltages. Okay, so just think about this transistor, this op-amp. So minus plus, okay, R2, this say V output D, okay, something like D2 or like that. Okay, so this voltage is R2, and this one is V in, this voltage is 0, so the current will become P2N. So the corresponding output voltage, if you find, just opposite to this one will come. Okay, so if we find by using the same concept of the exponential function, V output of D2 will be very similar to this one, but there should be a negative sign. Okay, or you just write this one as a V of D2 or V out of D2. So it should be what? Tell me what should be the answer? Means V output D2 should be some IS, okay, into R2, okay, EXP with minus V in by Vt. Why minus V in by Vt? Because 0 minus V in by Vt, current will go like that. Okay, current is going like that. So the ID value will be, ID value equals to IS EXP 0 minus V in by Vt minus 1. So minus 1 portion I am not including for simplification. So this will give the V output D2 value. Okay, so now this V output D2 will somehow equals to V output due to D2. Okay, so this V output value, this V output value is somehow IS R2 EXP minus V in by Vt. Is it okay? Means this one, or sometimes if you are getting some confusion, you can write this as a VD2, okay? Or simply you write this one as a VD2, and this V output as a D2 is same as that of this one, okay? Now for the superposition principle, now we have to add. So V output D1, V output D1 we have already calculated, minus IS R1 EXP V in by VT plus V output DT, V output D2, okay? Finally IS R2 EXP minus V in by VT. Okay, wait. This should be minus, this should be your minus V in by Vt. Okay, so now this, here I am taking R1 is same as that of R2. R1 equals to, we are taking R1 equals to R2. Okay, so we can write R1 equals to R2 equals to some R. So we can write minus IS R. Okay, we can take minus IS R common, EXP V in by Vt minus EXP minus V in by Vt. Is it clear or not? Okay. So okay, I will write here minus IS by R again. Sorry, minus IS by R e to the power V in by Vt minus e to the power minus V in by Vt. Okay. Now this one is nothing but simply for the exponential function e to the power x minus e to the power minus x by 2 is your, if I am dividing by 2 and multiplying with 2. Okay, here I multiply. So this term is nothing but simply your sine hyperbolic. So we can write this one as a minus twice IS R sine H of V in by Vt. Is it okay? So this one is the overall output voltage. Okay, I will highlight this one. So for this one is the output voltage, okay, and this term is yours nothing but simply your sine hyperbolic. Okay, this one is your sine hyperbolic x, means sine hx is nothing but simply your sine hx formula. It should be e to the power x minus e to the power x by 2. Okay, so from that one we can say the output voltage as a sine hyperbolic function. So okay, thank you, thanks for watching, and also please subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.